Hello and welcome to lesson number 2 of my fingerstyle guitar arrangement of Richard Marx's Right Here Waiting for You. In the first lesson, we concentrated on the melody. Our task in lesson number 2 is to add more voices in order to create a fingerstyle solo guitar arrangement. But before we go ahead, we have to talk about tone and dynamics. If you want to play a melody very expressively, turn your right hand a little and try to stretch index and middle finger. After plucking the string, the finger rests on the adjacent string. Let's play the melody of Right Here Waiting once again, using this apoyando technique. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and. Now let's talk about the bass line. First step is to add the root basses according to the melody. I extract these basses from the harmonies used by Richard Marx, which are C major, G major, A minor, F major and G major again. If you would sing the song, you would pick these chords in the pattern position for accompaniment. In the pattern position, your thumb is responsible for the bass strings, while the index finger plucks the G string, your middle finger the B string, and your ring finger the E string. For our purposes, we extract only the root basses, which are C from C major, G from G major, A from A minor, F and G once again. Since we need the third finger for playing the basses, we have to change the fingering of our left hand. The fourth finger starts the melody on the third fret on the E string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. The bass line sounds much more interesting if we exchange the note G in the second bar with a B. The note B is part of the G major harmony because it is the third related to the G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now we have two voices. The melody on top and the root basses at the bottom. Our next task is to fill in more notes that fit harmonically. To differ them from melody and bass, let us call them simply filling notes. To keep the melody standing out clearly, we have to talk about an important issue which marks the difference between playing an exercise and playing music. This topic is called dynamics. We have to pick these filling notes much softer than the melody notes. And please note, since we need the first finger to pluck the G string, the fingering for the right hand has changed in bar 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 1 and 2. It is a principle in music that our ear perceives the highest note of a chord the best. For this reason, the melody notes should always be on top. Below the melody notes, we can play more filling notes which do not interfere with the melody line. The fingering gets more tricky because we have to combine the pattern position with the alternating fingering. Fortunately, we play a relatively slow ballad, so we can cope with it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and